Hello everybody, and welcome back for another episode of Indie Impressions. My name is Nick, and today we're going to be checking out something called Nokosu by developer Yokashi Games. I'm just going to go ahead and read the blurb from the Game Jolt page here, because I have a feeling you'll agree with me. This is very much a Nick game, and very much something that would be covered on Indie Impressions, as if also the title screen didn't give that away. But Nokosu is a short independent game which metaphorically deals with the topics of change and letting go through simple puzzles, a musical environment, and aesthetic exploration. Also, it's got adorable owls. And that part's not in the blurb, but I just thought I should mention it, because adorable owls are absolutely a facet of Nick games as well. So let's just jump right into things. I have a feeling this is going to be a very pleasant, calming experience. If anything, I did play about 5 minutes of this to get the sound check, and I got that impression very strongly. Also, it's just freaking beautiful. Look at that. Look at the art. It's so nice. Alright, let's press play. So here we are in this expansive forest, very colorful as well. Looking around, I've got some mountain ranges off in the distance. We've got some pretty clouds up in the sky, of course. Little pavilion there with one of those happy owls I was talking about. And it looks like a happy sun shining in the background there. So let's walk over and say hi to this owl. This forest is musical. I've heard of people arranging different objects near trees to play like a musical drum set just for fun. That's a good idea. I could probably try that out. Owl, the one problem the owl has, and this is just my personal subjective opinion, is that it doesn't have big enough ear tufts. I like the ear tufts on a nice owl. Anyway, let's see about controls here. So we've got the usual WASD stuff to move, shift to run, space to jump. Nothing too non-standard there. Now, where we get into more things, though, is the instructions actually say to press E to pick up objects. And the center circular cursor will turn pink when you're close to an object you can pick up. It's actually F, I've noticed. And I don't know that it's pink, it's more like an orange, I think. But not that that matters very much. So with left mouse click on objects, we can click on treetops, rocks, clouds, etc. to hear their sounds or interact. And we can also click on flashing platforms to hear their sounds. Okay, so let's try clicking on this rock. And you can hear there's a very low tone. Hopefully you can pick that up. It's definitely low on the musical register here, so we'll see about perhaps arranging this somewhere else. Let's do a little bit of exploring, though. I'm just gonna kind of bring this over in this direction for now and drop it down. So there's actually a couple of rocks. This one probably has a very different sound to the other one. Let's hear it. A little bit higher pitched. Very soothing, though. That's the one thing that I think is kind of a constant in this experience, is everything is very soothing. There's this musical interlude playing in the background, very slow, very kind of tepid pace, and I think that fits the setting that we're in, which is just a quiet, happy forest. Let's talk to this owl. Isn't it a lovely evening? The sun is shining its rays of light calm in the air. I wish every day could be like this. Oh, I like that. Although there is a little bit of a contrast with the idea of it being evening with the sun shining, unless maybe that's a time zone thing, I don't know. Let's grab another rock here. I seem to be creating a little drum station here. Let's bring this over with the other ones. Now the area we've got to look around in does seem pretty expansive, but it seems like mostly all that I see here right now is the usual trees, a few of these pavilions with owls in them, some rocks, and, well, maybe there's something else going on. Also, I've noticed as we get further into the forest, we seem to have trees that seem to be more changing toward fall colors. Can I click on this? Oh, I can. I didn't realize these made a tone as well. So each color has a tone that corresponds with it. That's nice. So everywhere I walk, I can actually be, like, pinging these little tree sounds. That's very cute. Alright, so we'll take another rock. I see we've got an owl here to talk to. Hello. Looks like these platforms need something to activate the stone steps. Perhaps some magical stones? Of course magical stones. What else would we use? Let's drop one down. Now, I know from experience this is actually the correct place to put this. These rocks do actually have a corresponding area for each one. I don't know if there's exactly the right amount of rocks, but we'll figure that out. I haven't actually gone through and brought all the rocks over to solve this puzzle. I just knew that the puzzle was there, but I do see that there's some more stuff to do up ahead. So we're going to head off in that direction. It's a very large environment, honestly. I see stuff going on in every direction. And it looks like there's quite a bit of exploring to do, perhaps. And you know how much I love that kind of thing. An old owl I once knew gave me some great advice about life. Just be. That is good advice. Let's grab this rock. Should probably listen to it also. Very low as well. I wonder if the order that we're arranging the rocks in on the platforms has something to do with their tones. It probably does, but we don't necessarily have to know whether or not that's the answer, considering there's only so many stones and platforms to go around. You can kind of get away with trial and error on something like this. I may have just ran right past it. Oh, there it is. It's a little tough to see where you're going when the rock's in the way. Alright. Oh, alright, that's the correct spot apparently. And in case you're wondering, I could actually lift this up and bring it over here just to check. Yeah, no sounds here. No sounds here. You get the idea. Although, that time it looked like I had to drop them. In the past, I've been able to hover them over, and I thought it played sounds. Yeah, okay, no sounds. Just wanted to double check. I know somebody's going to mention that in the comments if I didn't. So it might be time for us to go ahead and grab the rest of the rocks, bring them on over, and see about possibly getting this thing going. Before I knew that I could pick up the rocks, because I'm a big old dingo and I didn't really read the description of the game very well, I actually was trying to push them around. I thought that was very frustrating, but I thought it also might be sort of a pacing thing for the sake of the game, that they want you to take your time and experience the environment slowly. Okay, so far so good. We've nailed each one of these platforms correctly. I wonder too if you can like arrange the rocks in just such a way that maybe you could actually just sort of skip the puzzle part. Oh geez, I already solved it. I guess I don't need all of them. Well, I guess it would belabor the point here to go and get the rest of the rocks, but I do see that, you know, obviously that platform's going to get in the way there. That one is going to form the step at the bottom. But if we had these three main ones, I guess that's enough. So let's talk to this pretty owl over here and see what it has to say. I flew away here because I'm much better than where I'm from, and this is literally my happy place. Okay. Because it's much better. Did I say I'm? Whatever. We got some high walls here. It's starting to remind me a little bit of Maze Runner. The beautiful location surrounded by walls. What is this? Oh. Okay, that rune seems to play some music. Can I get up on this edge here? I kind of wonder if I could escape the boundaries that this game has been trying to keep us within. Probably if I could bring one of those rocks upstairs. Which apparently I can, because apparently there's more rocks than I need. I could probably step on one. I don't know if they actually have mass in terms of being able to walk over them. Alright, so there's not much going on in the first area. Let's walk in a little further. I really enjoy games like this just in general. Things that really don't have, like, this is how you play it, and it's going to follow the same template a bunch of times until it resolves kind of thing to it. Like, I don't know where this is going to go. I have no idea what the puzzles are going to be, what we're going to end up doing. I mean, I have an idea. We've got some runes here, so we're obviously going to interact with these in some way. But I don't know exactly how it's all going to play out. And I think that's a thing that is kind of like my guiding force for finding games nowadays, is like, what can I see and kind of form a very base level judgment about how quickly I can understand that this is going to break any format that I've ever seen before. And those are kind of the experiences that I'm really after when I look for games for this series. So I'm very happy to find something like this that's both beautiful and sounds lovely and is just charming and cute and happy and tonally just... I really like it. Anyway, let's talk to this owl here. I think I could stay here forever. It's such a beautiful place. I agree. It is a lovely place. I do have a feeling I understand where we're going, though. It's a very pretty gem, too. Since the framing narrative here from what I read in the description is that this is going to be a game that metaphorically deals with topics of change and letting go. Well, we're sort of setting up that all these owls are finding their very happy place and they seem to be so content. And as is the case with life, things do change. That is very well timed, son. Trying to make my point for me. This must be a secret entrance. Perhaps you can use something to activate it. I wonder what I can use to activate this. Do I just have to activate all these runes? Once? Would it be that simple? Seems too simple. Maybe there's something else going on here that I'm not aware of. Maybe I just need to pick up all these stones. Can I actually handle stones this big? Let's see. I don't know if I can interact with these. They might be too large. Yeah, these don't change to interactable cursors. Can I can't, like... Oh, I can lift this. I didn't know I could lift these. Alright, well, that changes everything. I guess we'll bring this over to the entrance and see if there's, like, a place to put it. Maybe I need to activate all of the runes at the same time in the proximity of this entrance. Not really sure. Let's see what happens if it... Oh, does it resonate? Hang on. I've knocked it over. Oh, it doesn't seem to want to go in this boundary, maybe. Yeah, there's like an invisible wall here, I guess. I can't seem to move it out of the way. Alright, straight ahead? Oh no, there we go. Oh, I don't like that. Flipping out a little bit. Well, I figured they would kind of like root themselves in the ground somehow, but I can't really... I don't know what to do about that. That was a little geometry hole there. Should I just go and find... I guess I'll go grab all the runes and see about bringing them over to this doorway. Is it just causing them to play if they're in this area? I swear, I don't know what I'm doing. It's okay. We'll figure it out, though. We do have to do a little bit of backtracking, though, since I didn't realize I could pick those up. It's certainly making musical stuff happen, so that's got to be a good sign. Oh, look, we've got all these dynamic lights happening. We've got these shadows. Now that the sun is setting. Very picturesque. Oh, I didn't see this either. I don't know if this is a thing that matters to me in any way. I don't think I can oh, I thought those were rocks for some reason. No, it's just a tree on the other side of that wall that I didn't understand I was looking at. Okay, stop knocking over all the ruins. And be a good citizen of this planet and carry them properly. And then I've got another one somewhere all the way over there that I'm going to have to go run out for. What was it? I think it was just a total of 4, though, right? There's a green, a purple, a blue, and a red. We gotta be onto something with bringing him over here. I mean, the fact that music plays has to be the right path. I'll just drop it down. I do wish, though, that they would root in the ground or something, just so I have a better idea that I'm on the right track. And also so you can, like, see the gems, because the gems are pretty, and I feel like it's silly to have them covered up by just falling over like that. Maybe just have a physics exception for that one particular object, where when you put it down, it always goes, you know, bottom to the ground. And there's our last one, I believe. Well, we'll see in a moment, actually, if it's our last one. Maybe I've accidentally walked past one. Entirely possible. And maybe I need to do something else, too. I don't know. Very curious to know what's in this cave that we're looking after, though. I have to wonder about the implications of our character. What are we playing as if we can lift those huge rocks from the prior area? Or these, honestly. These must be quite heavy as well. We seem awfully tiny for having this lifting strength. Alright, so that's all the runes together. I guess I can try and activate them all. I would think that they've all been activated, although I don't know that they're all together in the same spot. Just pile them all in front of the door. I believe this is a door, right? This is a door, and also this over here. Okay, I've clicked all of them several times, as far as I can tell. Very musical things are happening. But I don't see any changes. Alright, let's try bringing them over to this door, then. Maybe they belong in this area instead. Maybe this is the little grotto that's designed for them to sit in. And I mistook that the thing was a door? I'm not sure. Grab it. Don't keep getting stuck in the geometry. You know better than that. Come on. It's like an invisible white light happening from somewhere, too. I'm not quite sure what that's about. And maybe there's another rune as well. I don't know. We'll see. Okay, activate them all again. Click, 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 click. Okay, pretty sure I've activated all of them. I don't know, that looks more like it's supposed to sit one of those, and that's actually the door. Maybe I've passed one. I guess we can do a quick search through this area again. It's not that big. I mean, it's large, but it's not that large. Or maybe I'm just approaching it the wrong way. Maybe I need to activate those in an order. Maybe the tune actually plays together. Maybe there's actually, like, sequences to the melodies that play, and I need to actually arrange them in a way that makes sense. It would make sense, though, that there'd be 4 of those runes, considering 4 seasons. And we're talking about change, and we're in nature. I feel like seasons would be the first thing that would come to mind. I'm gonna go out on a limb and guess I probably do have all of them now. You have anything else to say? No. Also, does this sign say anything? Forgot to look at that before. No. Looks like the sign is nondescript. It's an interesting situation where, like, you've got an object whose only purpose is to tell you something, because why else would you put a sign somewhere? But the thing we want to talk to is the thing sitting on top of the sign, which actually has a message for us. Something about transience there. The only messages worth listening to are the ones that can flutter away. See? Impermanence. It all comes back. Alright, doesn't look like there's any other runes, so maybe I'm going to have to figure out a way to activate these in the proper order. Maybe those colors represent something. I'm not quite sure what. Because, like I said, I wanted to map them to seasons, but I'm not sure they map evenly to seasons. I mean, there are only 4, so how many combinations could there be? But I don't know if I'm even in the right place to activate them properly. I mean, if I just click on them haphazardly over and over again in random orders, I would think I would probably discover all the permutations of that, because there's not that many different options. So, oh, this white light, though, is glowing right here. Am I supposed to stand in it? Look at the sun, maybe? No, that's not an option. Maybe I just need to put one of these pedestals in that area. I'm not sure how I'm supposed to know which one it is, though. Yeah, there's definitely a light coming from nowhere. Really lovely sounds playing, too. Just the music in general in this is just really excellent. Okay. I want to figure out the mystery. I want to show you guys what's going on here. I don't actually know myself, and I want to resolve whatever's happening and tell the story properly. I could be doing something very dense. Maybe I'm just missing something really obvious here. Pretty sure it has something to do with that, though. I'd be shocked if it doesn't. Everybody seems the happiest when they're all piled together in this one spot. It's making the most music. Look what you've done. You've knocked this one all the way out here. You guys have very wonky physics at times. Oh, did it light up? I saw it cast a very green light for a second, which I'm not sure I've seen it do prior. You're just supposed to stack them up like a bunch of mattresses here? What would be the point of that? Here you go. All the runes. Oh, no. Ow, you gotta give me a hint here, man. Hook me up. I wanna go in the cave. Cave looks sweet. Alright, well, I guess I'm not gonna be able to solve the mystery at this point without taking a bit more time to experiment, which I'm sure you'll probably get quite bored of. Maybe it has something to do with, maybe I have to play trees or click on other things. I'm sure I'm missing something. Anyway, feel free to go download this one. I really enjoy it. I wonder how much more there is to see, because the experience is lovely right now, and I imagine if there's even more, it's only going to get better. Maybe the cave is the end, and very well may be. But I've got to figure out what I need to do to activate this door to get in there, so... I guess we could spoil that in the comments if you really want to, but I guess put a spoiler tag at the top so you have to like expand the comment to see what you have to do in case people want to solve this for themselves and don't want that to be given away without their permission. But, you know, it's a lovely experience. I really definitely will be looking into this developer more to see if they have other things along the same lines. These are the exact type of games I look for indie impressions, so if you know of one that I haven't covered that has a similar feeling about it, feel free to comment that as well, because I am curious to know how many I've still not covered at this point. It seems like I've gotten through a lot of them, but, you know, there's always more. Every day there's new indie games that show up, so let me know what I've missed, and I will be back again tomorrow for another one. Of course, if you enjoyed this, be sure to leave a like on the video. It does help out, so we can find out about all the new games. Everybody gets new information spread to their sub boxes based on how many likes videos get, so it does help a lot in that respect. And like I said, I'll have a new one up tomorrow. New episodes of Indie Impressions are every single day, have been for over 2 years, in fact, going on 3 now. So with your help and support, we'll keep it going indefinitely. I definitely would love to see more games like this, though. I know I said this like 100 times, but like this is just so tranquil and peaceful and calm. And it's actually got a little bit of a game narrative running through it, as well as something kind of meaningful, too. And it's like, it's the perfect crossroads of all the most wonderful aspects that I look for in a game. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope to see you again tomorrow. Thank you everybody for watching, and I hope you have a lovely night. Talk to y'all later.